Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to the committee. Thank you. This is a question, first off, for General Green, if I may, and this regards the process that Air Force is in. The EIS process has been initiated to bed down 2 squadrons of F-35s there at Eielson Air Force Base. The scoping meetings are going to take place next week, but the Air Force is proposing a $37 million simulator building in the FY16 MILCON program to support the bed down. Now, we know that final decision isn't going to be made until the NEPA process is concluded, but assuming that that all goes well and Eielson is selected to receive the F-35s as currently planned, can you speak to how much military construction will actually be required to complete the bed down and what the anticipated pace of construction will be moving forward?
Thank you, Senator. You're right. As Eielson is the preferred and reasonable alternative right now, the NEPA process is underway, and the request is simply going to align this year, give us the ability to get the MILCON project through the budgetary process so it will line up for the first arrival of aircraft if Eielson is selected. As far as the timeline for the construction, I don't have the complete timeline for all the size of the construction program, and I will need to get that to you later on. But how we traditionally do this is line up our construction so that it's just in time for the aircraft arrivals. And so if there's a capacity at Eielson to provide some initial stand-up, we won't do the construction until it's necessary based upon the growth of the squadrons. And so I'll need to line up the aircraft arrivals in the MILCON, and we can take that for the record and get back with you with those long-term program details.
I appreciate that. Now, none of us think that sequestration as it relates to our defense spending has had any kind of a positive impact there. But if sequestration moves forward, what might that do to the construction proposal that we're talking about with the F-35s, recognizing that that is still in the off years here?
Yes, ma'am. So if we have a sequestered budget or a budget at Budget Control Act levels, we would expect all of our strategy across every functional area to be affected, whether it's nuclear deterrence operations or bed down of weapon systems. The priorities of that would be up to a conversation, a dialogue we would hope to have with the committees about the exact timelines and the risks that we would be taking. So I would expect all of our programs to be touched, the impact of which will only be determined by the appropriation levels that this committee and Congress is allowed to have. So there'll be a conversation, and again, we'll look at timing and risk and where to balance that risk across the Air Force program.
Appreciate that.